I am grateful to you, to everyone who helped me to run this event in Barcelona. I want to change the reality. 1, 2, go! Yeah! Welcome to the World eCommerce meetup in Barcelona. So you can estimate that probably the final speech, and it is a final speech, will be about PWA. Who know anything about PWA? Okay, one hand, and me, and probably someone else. Okay, and you know, and why it is so interesting? No. I will speak in the next and the last 15 minutes about this, but first I will need to reply to the question, who is the fuck I am and why I'm here speaking about you. I am from the company in Latvia, and if I would arrive in 9th century, my squad and my company will look like that, but hopefully it is not the 9th century and my squad looks like that. It is a big e-commerce company who is helping new entrepreneurs to jump into e-commerce and build the websites and stores. And in Spain, we are working with BOF. I think, do you know BOF? Yeah, you as well. So yeah, many people know BOF scarves, and we are working with Magento, but I think it is not located in Barcelona. It is more Madrid-based store. So, is PWA future now? I will speak in a moment, but wait for now. What is my PWA is at all? I didn't reply to you, and I would not, before you will know the background, because when people do not know the background and they're jumping into the technology, it looks like
Cuckoo! What is raining today? Water.
Yeah.
Oh my God, an answer!
What?
It said yeah.
You say yeah.
Yeah, it's her.
Oh my God. It's a woman?
Yeah.
I'm glad to meet
What
you.
is this thing?
Hello, Cuckoo.
Hey, you're okay.
That's something from the
Google.
Alphabets.
You have to say, hey, Google, or okay.
Hey, Google. Okay, Google.
What's the
There you go.
weather?
Yeah.
What's the weather, ask?
What the weather? You want to know what is the weather?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
In Flagler Beach tomorrow, there will be showers with a high of 65 and a low of 56.
With this.
Watch it there.
I'm scared.
but first, let's cover who are you at. Do you have such an app that you do not know where, when did I download it at all? I asked my friend, and he has this Panda app. And you know, we clicked on it, and we saw like,
Hey, I'm Gary, and welcome to the panel.
like what the fuck can this application can do? But it is in his phone. And I asked him, like, who is an initiator of the downloading this app to your phone? He's like, oh, I don't know, maybe my ex, maybe my current girlfriend, maybe my children, I don't know who downloaded it. So we are downloading apps when we do not know where and why we do this. Do you have such an app on your phone? No, so you are cleaning everything up. iPhone 6? No? No? How much of gigabytes do you have? 0 gigabytes. Nice smartphone you have, no? Why? Because of photos, yes? Okay, we'll cover it a bit later. No problems. So, let's go further. Not listening. But for app developers, it is very interesting and very important to know, and for merchants, that in 3 months, everyone who downloaded your application will be at the auditory. They will not be using your app, because we are downloading applications just for an instant command. We downloaded, we did something, done. Because most of the users spending their time in Instagram, Facebook, Chrome, done. it is 3 applications that are used by most of the users. We don't need very powerful smartphones to have everything because we need 3 applications. And it is another statistics that half of the worldwide users are downloading 0 applications per month because it is very difficult for marketers to promote the applications and to make customers to download it, because as this lady, they have 0 gigabytes available in their phone because everything is booked by photos. And also, I've covered these 3 apps. Okay, but is it bad? I think no. It is very good that we have applications now, and I think I should cover a bit what is good in mobile apps. No, not this. Well, you are not working at that. Okay. So everyone knows this logo. I think I bet that 100% of these people arrived here using Google navigation. And it was done not in Google Chrome, Safari browser, Opera browser, it was done in application, because it is very weird if you are on the phone, you open your browser using Google web application in your browser to navigate yourself. Weird. So, and this is the case here, that most of people are reached by mobile web. So potentially Google in your browser, Google Maps in your browser will be reached by more people, but they will use it 16 times less. You have the website and you have the application. Users will be landing 16 times more on your application, but it will be very difficult to get these people to your application because it will require space, it will require downloading step, it will require some engagement or whatever, so it will be difficult. This is covered. You know what I've realized? I'm missing microphone. I need a microphone for recording.
Я записываю на фото.
You are recording? No problem. Then sorry. So we are here. We are having this gap of that mobile website can reach to. So you will have the mobile website which is covering all the customers from the website and from mobile application. This is the gap that we, as web developers, as people who are helping websites to earn more, we need to fill in. And I will describe you these opportunities that can fill this gap with that little hamster. So it is a lack of engagement in, lack of engagement in mobile web. So when you are visiting the website, it cannot return you back to the website. When you have the Amazon application, for example, when it is a sale, you are receiving the push notification. If your order is delivered, it is receiving push notification. If your order failed to be delivered, you are receiving notification. But if you ordered from the website, it will do nothing. It's just like you need manually to open the website, log in, and know if your order is delivered or not, or what is the status. So you, as a merchant, cannot bring your customers back to your store with just having the website. How it happens now in the mobile traffic. We have the responsive web design. It is just the website which is developed to be responsive and to look awesome on all the platforms. And we have native apps. Native application, it is something that you can download from Play Store or App Store. First up, I would like to cover the responsive web designs. The first issue with it is just not desktop. So you are visiting your website from the phone, and it is just the website, nothing extra. So it is normal website. It has no, it is like that, and it has no access, for example, to camera. It has no access to push notification. It has no offline. well, offline with website sounds weird, but it is possible. It is possible, and we'll cover it later. So, and we have same code for different platforms. The problem with here is that this is how the page is downloaded. Just don't give a fuck to all the steps. You need to understand that the code which is developed for desktop is also served for the mobile. And if we are okay on desktop to wait 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds for the page to be shown, on the mobile, customers are ready to spend 2 seconds for page to be loaded. If it is not loaded, you can count this customer as lost, because he will just close your website and will go to Amazon and order that. So you need to bring customer into funnel, and you need to keep it with very instant load. But with the same code delivered for everything, you can't do this, because the code delivered for website on the mobile is the code delivered for website. So responsive is good, but mobile is ready and was ready for mobile. So we have then applications which we can download. They look like that. If you are not downloading applications, probably you don't know how they look. You have gallery and that's it. So the first problem with that is that you need to download it. Just look at these fucking steps. Like if I'm on the website, I need to go somewhere, I need to find it, I need to click on download, I need to download it, and just only then I can open it. 6 steps to cover. And we're not speaking about space on the phone, nothing. 6 steps to cover. Who will invest their time into like going through these 6 steps for you? They don't know you. So another thing, that data drains on emerging markets. By this graph, I will not bother you with stats, but by this, here we know, here is North America, here, Latin, skipping it, Western Europe, here. So these 2 things are the most users in the world who has the access to normal data. And just think about everyone else who has not. With application of 1 gigabyte, you are not covering the rest of the world. You are thinking about Spain, for example, but what if you will be more successful in India, for example? But you put 1 gigabyte of application, they don't even have these phones yet. Costly development. Every startup will know that, and company, that application costs, and costs like a fuck. It will cost for a startup like approximately, if you will not develop it in some garage or something, it will cost like that for normal brand, it will cost like that for Android, and multiply by 2 for iOS. App Store validation, it is just only with Apple. It is very hard. So you've invested 500,000 into your application, and then you are trying to upload it to App Store, and Apple just says you, no, go away, it will not fit, no. And then you invest in hundreds, thousands more into developed application to fit the Apple requirements. So that's nonsense. And the applications has sizes. 1 gigabyte is very much if you need to keep that amount of photos to have just 1 Instagram post. Nothing will work with it.
You're missing one very important.
Yes. So nothing will work with this amount of photos, and as a merchant need to think about my customer, because my customer, the situation on the phone of my customer will be likely like that, and I need to fit it in advance. It is a great quote by Scott Wilson. I think no one knows here. Me too. I know only the quote. That applications is just a temporary solution, and we will need to think about something much more better. And also, we need like an additional thing that is that we will need to fit to fill in the opportunity is that the applications has more conversion rates over the mobile web. So it is much more harder to get people into application, but in the end, with 16 times less people in application, you will have conversion rates the same, 2 times more, well, 70% more as your website. So here I sum up, and I think finally we can cover the solution of this. I have it in my t-shirt, I have it here, and it is PWA, it is a progressive web application. It is very, like, relatively new thing in the world, and it combines the responsive with application. So you have something joint of all the technologies available now in the market. You have a hybrid of everything in your command. It has a very good interface, not just as a website. It feels like an application. It is very fast, so you can have a comparison here. It is normal store and it is progressive web application. Look, here I'm adding already product to the cart. It is everything about the speed. I'm on checkout, here I'm just on the product. For mobile user, it is very important to check out faster because mobile user will think faster because mobile user is likely millennial who does not have enough time. He will need to check out faster. He is ready to pay, but not on slow system. Also, the progressive web application has a possibility to provide an offline support for your website. So you can go into offline with a website, download it into your phone, and you still will be able to browse. You still will be able to check out in your system. And then when you will be back online, the order will be synced and everyone is happy. And the download. Progressive web application is very small. It is less than 5 megabytes. And also, the download button is available in your browser. I think sometimes you can see this at the home screen, but now it adds just a link on your home screen on your phone. But with progressive web application, you have added already an application which is a website which works as an application, like an Instagram or whatever. And also for emerging markets, for example, for India, it is very important not to have a big usage of data. Because they have it very costly, you know? They have such a problems there with the connection. They can just make a step on no internet and another step, very good internet. They need to spy with that. And for that progressive web application, when you are using it, you can cover even emerging markets with it. So you don't need to have a good internet connection to support your users' shoppable experience. And also updates, the thing that you've covered. If you have an Android application, an iOS application, and you have a website, if you are developing updates, you need to do it 3 times. If you want to have a PayPal on your store, you need to develop PayPal for Android, for iOS, and for website. With progressive web application, you need to develop PayPal for website, and it will be served to all your to the phones of your customers, because it is still a website which is acting like an application. It even has a nice icon on your phone screen that is like, you can click it and open, and it will open in separate window, and it is an application. Business side. You have here all the brands. Sorry, I don't have Volkswagen yet here, because they're not in progressive development. But BMW is there. You need to just like go to the award tomorrow and speak about that. But we have Instagram. In my case, I'm not a frequent user of Instagram, but still, my Instagram takes 2 gigabytes of memory. Because of all things that it downloads, I hate it. But Instagram on progressive web application has 1 megabyte of space. It is not wasting the space because it is the website which is acting like an application. You can shoot your story, you can post your post, you can comment, you can mention people, you can do whatever you want with an application, but from the website. And it works, well, you will never notice the difference, but it is the website. Here is some very important thing about Alibaba Group, but actually they've increased their conversion by 66, 76, once they delivered their progressive web application. So yeah, you can use it, no problems. For the merchant, it is, as I've told already, you have improved conversion rates because you can target more people with your progressive web application than you ever can do with your website. You can deploy is a very difficult word, but you can have your website on Play Store and App Store without any development. You can publish it there because it is progressive web application and it is supported by Google and by Apple, by everyone. You will have the built-in advantage in Google search because Google is the one, well, it is the first company which is leading the movement of progressive web applications into the world, and they are just prioritizing everything else. Also, it feels like app, and you will have good front-end developers, but like that. Why it is now? It was released 4 years ago, but before, Apple with Safari was not supporting it. So we have like a thing, like progressive web applications, but still we have a big gap of people using Safari as a native browser. And Apple was not supporting it. Why? Because it will ruin their sales in App Store. Because they will not be able to sell their code and their technical solutions as nice technical solutions by Apple. But now they are supporting it. And better news, Magento, Shopify. You know Magento and Shopify, right? Already. Thanks God. We have PWA solution here, everywhere. We have a ScandiPWA. It is a PWA solution for your store. So you can just download the theme, you can apply it to your store, and you will have a website running as an application. It is the first plug-and-play solution for Magento and Shopify available now on the market, and that is why we all are here as well. It is open source, so if by chance you're a developer or you're interested in progressive web applications, you can join the project and you can code on it. But you have it, you have demo. You can now download it on Google Play and Apple Store. It is our demo website, which is already acting like an application. It is still the website, but you will never find the difference. Okay, what I'm trying to say, that this situation of being, because there are a lot of websites who has just a website, stores who has just a website, they don't have application. This will be fought by progressive web app developed by ScandiPWA, and it could merge all traffic from desktop and mobile applications into one source, having all your customers on all devices available in the world in one place by having the application pre-installed in their system, progressive web application or not. So, well, I think I should finish this. If you will have any further questions about progressive web applications, I will be happy to reply on them, but after this speech will end. Why? Because we will have the food served and we will have the drink served. And I don't want to bother you anymore. So we can continue near the table, we can continue outside everywhere where you want. But for now, we are ready to have a food. Thank you.